We're here actually to try to get a hold of and talk to Dr. Richard Ellenbogen, who is the chairman that's been appointed by the NFL to the NFL's Head, Neck, and Spine Medical Committee. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this concussion issue that keeps plaguing so many of these fantasy teams. Last week with Jay Cutler, this week with Aaron Rodgers. You know, there's no way to win a fantasy football championship, especially when one of your top draft picks is down with concussion for a week, two, who knows, maybe three. So we're going to push the NFL doctors here and see if we can get to the bottom of this, if they're doing anything to help protect these players, help minimize some of these injuries to make sure that you, along with NFLBuckAweek.com, get to that fantasy football championship. We'll check back in a few minutes.
Here you go, Dr. Ellenbogen.
Thank you. Who are you? What are you doing in our...
We're with NFLBuckAweek.com.
Look, I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. First, would you let me get out of the shower and get dressed, please?
All right.
God, you guys care if I get ready here?
Well, like he said earlier, I'm Keith Betts, and this is Walter Brown, and we're with NFLBuckAweek.com, and we wanted to talk to you. You being the NFL chairman of the Head, Neck, and Spine Injury Committee, we've got a couple of very high-profile NFL fantasy football players who've received concussions the past couple of weeks, and it's a concern for these fantasy team owners who are trying to put together a fantasy season.
Your little fantasy world, fantasy team, this is a official medical facility. I don't know how you got in here or got through security. First thing you need to do is wipe the smirk off your face. This is not funny. This is not fantasy. You guys need to leave. I don't understand what you're doing.
Well, see, Dr. Ellenbogen, we have a concerned group of NFL fantasy football owners who have vested a lot of time, interest, money in making sure that their teams go to the championship this year. And with players like Aaron Rodgers and Jay Cutler.
But do you think you've got more time, interest, and money invested than the NFL, than the team owners, than the players themselves? We're here to make sure that they are safe. We're doing everything in our ability to do that.
Well, that's why we're here.
And that's
really
part
don't know
of
who you are.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. People that don't understand all the dynamics of what we're doing in the team I'm leading. You should leave. You should leave now before I call security. Do I need to call security?
Probably so, because we've got concerned owners who are driving their teams to this championship.
Oh, you mean owners like NFL owners?
Well, yeah.
Like official owners of an NFL team, like Jerry Jones owners, right?
Well, Jerry Jones plays fantasy football, right. So he may have drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Get your little fantasy game and get out of here. I'm leaving. I don't need this shit. I'm out of here.
Hold on.
Let go of me. I'm out of here.
Just hold on a minute.
NFL headquarters security personnel told us to be sure to call next time before we visit.
You know, some people with the formalities kind of gets old after a while. But,
Absolutely.
You know, we're Keith Betts,
Walt Brown,
here with NFLBuckAweek.com, making sure that you have the most cutting, up-to-date information and taking care of your fantasy team for you. With the Aaron Rodgers situation, looks like he's going to have to pass some tests before he gets back on the field. Jay Cutler, I assume, everybody's assuming he's going to be ready to go next week. What do you think?
Jay's pretty tough. His first start he's missed in his entire career. He'll be chomping at the bit. He's going to make Seattle pay.
Well, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this. Maybe we put a little more heat on him than Congress was able to, and maybe the doctors that are involved in studying these concussions for these quarterbacks can get something right. Maybe we'll get a helmet or something, some kind of equipment that can improve this and end some of these devastating injuries that are plaguing your fantasy football team. Remember, check back with us every week for our starting lineups and hot waiver wire pickups. I'm Keith Betts.
Walt Brown.
NFLBuckAweek.com.